We are going to be making a beginner hula hoop today. This one, the name of this specific hoop is called Electric Forest, which is pretty cool. That's a music festival, so it's named after a music festival. We're gonna have two different deco tapes that are gonna be spiraled. So I'll give you guys, as I do tape it, a couple tips and tricks on how to get the tape to look almost perfect. Whatever color that you start with, this one is gonna show the least because the other one will cover it slightly. So just keep that in mind. If you want more of the purple to show, you'll use that one second. Or if you want more of the green to show, you would use that one second. That's just a general rule of thumb, depending on your spacing, of course. You want to have them spaced nice and evenly so the spiral on the hula hoop looks clean. This tape does not give at all. It's not very flexible, so you want to have it laid right. You're not going to be able to micro adjust as you go. It's just very stiff and unforgiving. So you're fighting a losing battle if you don't start off with the correct spacing in your spiral. So you see my spacing is nice and even. Then the green tape is going to go in between. Watch. Another good thing you can do if you're making one yourself is to just make sure your spacing, if you think your spacing is getting a little too wide, just double check it with your other tape. That's the best way to check it for sure. And then right here, this is where my connection is. So you put a lot of like force and pressure on the hula hoop whenever you're taping to keep the tape tight. So at the connection, lay it on the ground and make sure it's not, it lays flat, that it's not wonky or moving or like, you know, there's a high edge or it has an egg shape. You want to check that when you're at the connection. That's just a general, you know, rule of thumb. The things I've learned over the years from doing it and learning the hard way. So I thought I would, you know, share my information with you guys. It does take a good while to tape a hula hoop. You'll get faster as you go and better. Don't just tape one and think, oh my God, I can't do this. Like, it is an acquired skill. You have to go all the way around. With the purple glitter. You can see it's all nice and evenly spaced for the tape that we're going to put between it. This is a really big hula hoop, 42 inches. It's the biggest ones we make. Unless you special request, you can get a bigger one. The bigger hula hoops are better for on-body hooping. They have a slower rotation. So a lot of people say, oh, you know, I used to be able to hula hoop when I was a kid, but I can't do it anymore. But actually your hula hoop is just too small. Your kid's hula hoop is too small. You need an adult size hula hoop. So that's where I come into play. Most of the tapes are paper backed. They're high quality. They will chip over time just from, you know, like concrete especially. Concrete is rough on the tapes. But like I tell everyone, that's just work put in, time put in, so. And they will really last a long time. You might get some nicks and stuff, but like I said, that's to be expected with something that's going to be flying around a room and hitting God's knows what. Be careful not to break things in your house. I do it all the time. So instead of finishing the purple, I'm going to add the green so y'all can see what it looks like with the purple. Like I said, the way that your tape starts, it's very unforgiving. It does not flex much at all. You can do very, very small micro adjustments. So make sure you start off in the right angle. You'll save yourself a lot of time and trouble for sure. Isn't it a pretty color combo? The name of it is Electric Forest. It's named after a music festival. With the green, I just thought it was an appropriate name. It was actually, I have a mystery hoop beginner, a beginner hoop mystery listing that you can buy, and I will pick the tapes. You are allowed to leave like a note with color preferences and, you know, likes and dislikes, and I always do my best to meet those if I have the colors in stock or something like that. But this hoop was actually originally a mystery hoop, and it was for someone's wife, and he told me that she loved purple and green. It's never a combination I would have probably done on my own. There's so many tapes, it's just overwhelming. But this is actually probably one of my best sellers now in the beginner hoops. Then after, you do put, this is called the deco tape. You're gonna put a grip tape over here. Well, first you'll put a clear coat over the deco tape just to help with longevity. And then this is grip tape. It is like a fabric. It prevents the hoop from like sliding off of your clothes and stuff, so that's something that you'll usually see on a beginner hoop. It definitely helps in the learning process. Hey everyone. If you're just hopping in, I am making a really big adult size handmade hula hoop. The name of it is Electric Forest. So it's a pretty purple glitter and a color changing green. Like I said, if you like go to my shop and you are interested in buying a beginner hoop and maybe you don't see anything that you love out of the options that are available, we have a mystery beginner hoop option. You can either let me pick out the tapes or you can leave color preferences, inspiration, and I do my best to, if I have it in stock, whatever, you know, colors or design you guys are looking for, I'll usually meet those requests. I like to make my customers happy because you guys make me happy. But like I said, if you were like dreaming of a light pink and baby blue Candyland inspired hoop and you don't see one, then order a mystery hoop, leave it a note in the comments, and you can even like write a specific like tape you like, and I'll do my best, like I said, to accommodate. It's kind of a slow process. This is not something you can just whip up real quick. It usually takes me on average about an hour if everything goes smoothly. And then after you do all of these spirals, you have to go over with clear tape, which is sometimes frustrating, but it's part of the process. Okay. I am making a custom hula hoop. I sell them on Etsy and on my website. They're adult size hula hoops. And they're all custom built to your specific sizes that you like. I said a lot of people were like, oh, I used to be able to hula hoop when I was a kid. And I can't anymore, but your hula hoop's just not big enough. That's the problem. You can definitely still hula hoop. You just have to have an adult size. This is the biggest size I make. It's pretty big. It's above my belly button. A bigger hoop has a slower rotation, so it's good for a beginner. I don't have a whole lot of space right here, but you see the rotation is pretty slow. Whereas a small hoop like this, for instance, very fast. You don't have a lot of time in between each rotation because the hoop's smaller. Doesn't take it as long to go around. See how fast that is versus that. So if you use a kid's hula hoop, that's why it doesn't work for you. It's just not big enough. Small hoops like this people order, they're more for like off-body tricks, stuff like that. Oops, wrong one. I'm going to use some more of the purple. I just wanted you guys to kind of get an idea of what the hoop is going to look like. Then I'm going to have this tape going the opposite spiral to give it a little edge, you know, something different. It's called Electric Forest. Has anyone ever been to Electric Forest, a music festival? I haven't been to that particular one, but I have been to a lot of music festivals. That's actually where I fell in love with a girl who was hula hooping, and I just thought it was so cool and I had to try it. And now 10 years later, I am still doing it for exercise and fun, and I also make them. So it's really, it's changed my life for the better. I have a very busy mind. As you can see from my designs, are kind of quirky and crazy. So hula hooping gives you, like, it's so complicated. Learning the new tricks, you really have to like uber focus, and it lets you kind of get out of your head per se. So that's why I love it. I love it more for really the mental health. I do like that it keeps me at a healthy weight for the most part. Sometimes I struggle like everyone else. Like post-COVID's been a struggle, to say the least, but I'm slowly but surely working on it, like everyone else is, I'm sure. Okay. So, I said, if you ever make your own hula hoops, I'm going to give you a couple tips. Anywhere like right here where my tape is meeting a new piece, I am going to clear tape it right there. Underneath even the whole clear tape layer, I'm still going to make sure that that section is bound down tightly, because it's just like a loose area that could start to come up. So just bind it down so you don't lose it whenever you're spiraling. Sometimes if you're really good at it, you can not be able to find your connection point. So just do it while you're there. Periodically, you want to make sure the tape is not blocking your hoop from laying flat, and just to make sure that the hoop is still flat. Like, I've been putting pressure on it and it's kind of wonky a little, so I'm just gonna micro adjust until it's flat, kind of putting pressure where you see like any eggs or inconsistencies. Now we're back in business. One day I'm gonna show you guys all my tapes so we can maybe try to make like some cool color combos. I think that would be fun. Like I said, someone designed this one, or help me design it. Sometimes it's good to get other people's opinions so you can get new and fresh ideas. So I think that would be fun. I'm at my regular job right now, so I don't have them all with me. I just brought this one to make it while I was here at work. If I had time, naturally. Multitasking. But like I said, the main thing is don't start it in like your coils like tighter than you want or wider than you want and think that you'll be able to like adjust along the way, because it just won't happen. Like I said, it's not, the tape's gonna wrinkle, it's not flexible, it's something you want to avoid. See, like right here, I feel like I'm getting wider than I am right there. So yes, it's just a little bit too wide, but if it's a little bit too wide, there will be a crack. And we try to make our hula hoops as perfect as possible. They are handmade, so there will be some little flaws here and there, but that's the beauty of handmade stuff, really. I have not figured out a way to make this easier with the white backing. I've tried like kind of coiling the tape up and using a clip so I can like flip it over as one instead of like a long strip, but it just ends up causing more trouble, to be honest, from my experience. So alright, we're almost there. So if you ever wonder why a hula hoop can seem a little expensive compared to the ones at Walmart, it's because the ones at Walmart are almost made out of like straw. They're very, very thin. They're too light. They move very fast. The lighter the hoop, the faster it spins. Makes it very hard to learn, and the quality, if you could feel the two side by side, you would understand. Then we, like I said, hand tape all this. Then we have our other layer. We clear tape it. Then we put the grip tape. So you just have to, you know, appreciate the work that goes into it. It's not corporate America trying to skin you by any means. It's just a small business trying to make a profit. Look, we're almost there. Okay. So where the spiral meets can get kind of tricky. The spacing's not always going to fall perfect. So at this point, you're going to have to micro adjust a little bit. Maybe have a wrinkle or two that you don't want, but it's better than the spiral not looking aesthetic. Okay, so yeah. So you have to open up a couple of the coils and just widen each one very little. See how it's not quite lining up where I need it. You want to pull really tight on the tape. That helps it lay flat. Don't want to pull too hard because it will tend to want to wrinkle sometimes on you. Okay, looks like we got it. And then I have one little area, I'm just going to cover it with the green tape. Okay, so where I started the green at, right here, I'm just gonna add just a little bit of clear tape. Make sure it's secure. Okay. So what do you guys think? Do y'all like this hoop color combo? Like I said, I would have never dreamed of it myself, but with a little bit of guidance from a customer, have a beautiful work of art. But the good thing about it is, like, you can like just sit there, watch TV while you do it. Once you get good at it, it really becomes about repetition and muscle memory. My first hula hoop that I taped was absolute nightmare. It looked terrible. I was like, what did I get myself into? And now I am a seasoned veteran. So don't give up, just keep trying. It's not something you're gonna, make a perfect hoop the first time. I can almost guarantee that, unless you're really, really good at art, then maybe. As long as the hoop still looks pleasing to the eye while it's spinning, that's the main thing. I would say that should be your first goal. Let me know if you guys have any questions.